for $16,000. That's nuts. That's actually incredible.
First thing I want to do is thank everybody that gave to our program. We raised over $16,500, and it's just amazing for that to happen, and all the different people that gave, our alumni, families, friends of our athletes, just amazing. And I just want to thank you so much for that.
Vikings on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Vikings!
My favorite memory was nationals last year, cross-country nationals, when we thought that we got 7th place behind Alaska Anchorage, which is one of our biggest rivals. And then we found out we got 6th place, but we were all like spread apart and just like freaking out, trying to find everyone, and all of our parents were out there. It was in Missouri, and it was probably like one of the best memories I've had.
So last year we ran at the Portland Festival, and we got to run the 4x4 with Allison Felix, and we were in her heat. We got beat by about 20 or 30 seconds, but it was the best experience ever to run with like an Olympian and world champion. So.
That was the least nervous I've ever been. I was just so excited to run a 400 for like one of the first times. Not nervous at all, just ready.
My favorite moment, still by far, is indoor conference championships my junior year. I had just finished high jump the day before, and I PR'd like crazy, and I just, I was going to nationals for the first time, and it was a really emotional time for me. And Megan Mortensen and I were watching a Jasmine triple jump, and it was her last attempt in prelims. And she had been really excited, and we had both had really good days, and I knew that she was going to have a good jump, and so I started to film it to put it on Snapchat. And she did. She popped off this incredible jump, and now she's going to nationals, and we get to go together, and coming on as 2 walk-on athletes our freshman year, being able to go to nationals junior year is just incredible. And so I just remember running down the track with Megan, just yelling and just so excited, and hugging Jasmine, and people were yelling at us, and we were totally obnoxious, but it was so worth it.
It's one time, it goes back to freshman year. It was on the 4x4 with John Pullman, Nate Schmidt, and Devin Smith, and it was at the GNET conference. And I came down the backstretch with the baton on the 3rd leg, and there was this guy named, I think his name was Bobo from Alaska Anchorage, and I just told myself I can't lose to a guy named Bobo. And so I just took off on the turn, and I took him in the outside lane in lane 3, and then I handed it off to Devin on the home stretch after I had passed him. And then Devin ended up finishing that, and we won that race by 0.03 seconds. It was just crazy race.
I mean, I'm still just amazed, looking back at how much I've learned and how much I've grown. If you would have shown me, freshman me, the person I am now, I wouldn't have believed it. I've grown in so many ways.
I've been humbled every day. Just by the effort that people put in around me. When I first showed up, I don't think I understood what it took to be excellent, and that there is no shortcut to achieving that. And there were a lot of guys above me that were proving it every day, and they taught me what it takes to get there.
There's no secret.
There's no secret. No. And I've learned that just this stuff doesn't just happen. It takes years.
I think in college especially, but also in track and athletics in general, people grow a lot. You kind of learn how to become your own person, how to be more responsible. And through track specifically, I've learned how to, again, persevere through things. I had injuries and issues arise throughout my time in college that I had never experienced before that. And so being able to be with the team and coaches have encouraged me through that time, and being able to learn how to push through those types of things, that'll be helpful for later on in life. So I think that was a big way of how I've grown through the program.
It would be great just to have like funds to have more choices and take more people on trips with us, because having more of like our teammates with us on these big like California trips would be really cool.
I think track's a great sport, obviously, but unfortunately, just with the size of our team, there's things that we can't do that a lot of the other sports programs can do. And you know, it's tough seeing all this work that we're putting in, and sometimes it seems like there's an unequal distribution in terms of travel and gear and stuff. Just the sheer size of our team, we have to pay for all of our gear. Anything that says Western Track and Field, we got to pay with our own money. And that's the reason that's unfortunate, is because as a team we want to be unified and look like a team, go to meets and represent our school well. And just because of the fact that we're so big, we're not able to do that. Some people don't have the money to buy that themselves. And so I think that would be great for the program to be able to do that for our athletes.
We wish there was a better place for us to throw on campus. I mean, we're really grateful for the ability to throw at Civic and still get good practice in. But it'd be nice. I mean, the rest of the team practices here, and sometimes it kind of feels like we're just our own separate entity because we're off at Civic throwing. We don't really see anybody. Like, I only see people at meets. I don't even know what half the team's doing sometimes because I don't see them. It'd just be really awesome if we had a facility or something we could use to practice on campus so we could be more part of the team.
Yeah, on-campus facility would be great. Like, I know there's a place we used to have that's currently being used as storage, so if somehow we can get something done with that. Like how Brian said, I've been here for 4 years and I still don't know half the people on the team, because the only time I ever see any other people is mostly in the weight room, and oftentimes we don't even line up. So
I think if anything, I mean, not to say that I'm not grateful for all the opportunities that we've had, because I've had some incredible opportunities through the funding that we've had as a program. But if anything, I would say just extending travel opportunities to a lot of the other athletes, because I mean, myself, I've had incredible experiences at like the bigger meets, like Texas Relays and going to California. And I just wish that we could bring more people to those meets, because there are a lot of people on the team that do deserve to compete at those like higher caliber meets that just don't get to purely out of funding. And so I think if that's one thing, that's what I would do.
What is your favorite memory? Last 4 years, all of them.
5.
5 years.
Oh, favorite memory. Oh man, I don't think I can boil it down to one memory. Can you just show me being baffled and trying to figure out a top memory?
Coming into college and becoming a collegiate athlete, I think that beforehand I had just kind of gone through the motions and showed up for things when I needed to and done what was expected, but didn't really think twice about it. And Over the last years, I think I've really learned purpose and I've learned process, and I think those two things have been pretty powerful and affected my athletic journey, but also affected everything else. As a walk-on, I had no expectations for what my experience would be. It was an afterthought, and I was excited, but had no expectations, and so everything that I've experienced has far exceeded whatever I could have imagined, and in that process I think that I've grown in my confidence and in my understanding of myself. Thank you. We are so grateful that you continue to be a part of our team, and I know that as I leave this program